In this session, we are going to see what is a moving coil galvanometer, under which principle this moving coil galvanometer works, the construction of moving coil galvanometer, theory and working of moving coil galvanometer. A moving coil galvanometer is a device which is used to measure the current, and it is also used to detect the current in a circuit. There are two types of moving coil galvanometers. They are suspended coil galvanometer, pivoted coil or Western galvanometer. In suspended coil galvanometers, rectangular coil will be suspended by means of a phosphorus bronze strip, whereas in pivoted coil or Western galvanometer, a needle will be attached to this rectangular coil. Now let us see the construction of suspended coil galvanometer. It consists a rectangular coil of insulated copper wire wound on a soft iron core. The two ends of the copper wire are connected to two terminals T1 and T2. One end of the copper wire is connected to T1 and other end of the copper wire is connected to T2 through this spring. Here this coil is suspended between the two magnetic pole pieces north and south by using this phosphorus bronze strip. A mirror strip is attached to this phosphorus bronze strip. By using this mirror, we can measure the twist produced in the coil by using lamp and scale arrangement. The two pole pieces are curved in shape so that the magnetic field is radial and also uniform at any position of the coil PQ or S in between the two pole pieces. When a potential difference is maintained or if current flows through this coil, then this coil shows deflection. Now let us see this rectangular coil PQRS. Suppose if current is passed in this direction, let us assume the current is conventional current. If current flows in this direction, in anti-clockwise direction. Here the sides PQ and RS are always parallel to the direction of magnetic field. The direction of magnetic field is from north to south, from here to here. The sides PQ and RS are always parallel to the direction of magnetic field. Therefore, these two sides PQ and RS will not experience any force, but the sides PS and QR are always perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Therefore, they experience a force. Here, the principle used is when a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. Under this principle only, this moving coil galvanometer works. So here, the direction of force will be given by Fleming's left-hand rule. Now, let us see that current is flowing in anti-clockwise direction through this coil. If I take the side PS, in this side PS, current is moving downward direction. Magnetic field direction is north to south. Current is moving downward direction. Then force will be exerted on this side. That force is towards us. Therefore, this side moves towards us. If current is moving upward, that is In the side RQ, the current is moving upward direction. Magnetic field direction is from north to south. This end experiences a force and this end moves away from us. Now we have two forces. One is moving towards us and another one is moving away from us. One force is acting along this PS towards us and another force is acting on this QR away from us. They are equal in magnitude and they are separated by a perpendicular distance. So let us take a small L with the length of the coil and a small b with the breadth of the rectangular coil. From the Fleming's left hand rule, the magnitude of any one of the force is given by F is equal to BIL. So here two forces are acting on this coil. Due to the two forces, this rectangular coil turns, or it will tends to turn about this suspended phosphorus bronze strip. The equal and opposite forces constitute a couple. So the moment of a force or torque can be written as any one of the force into the perpendicular distance. So that is F into B, where this F is from Fleming's left hand rule, BIL. This torque can be written as BIL into B, where L into B is nothing but area of the coil. So torque is equal to BIA. If this coil is having n number of turns in it, then this torque can be written as BAN into I. I am multiplying this expression by capital N. Then this becomes BAN into I. This tau is equal to BAN into I is the deflecting couple which produces the twist in the suspended wire. When coil is twisted, when coil is rotated, then it produces twist in the suspended wire. There exerts a restoring couple in the suspended wire. That restoring couple is given by C into theta, where C is couple per unit twist. At equilibrium position, the deflecting couple is equal to restoring couple. So we can equate two expressions. Tau is equal to BAN I and restoring couple is equal to C theta. Here this is also equal to a tau. By equating these two expressions, we write BAN I is equal to C theta. By rearranging this, I can write I is equal to C divided by BAN into theta, where this C divided by BAN is constant. I can write this expression as I is proportional to theta. Deflection produced by the coil is directly proportional to the current flowing through the coil. As the current increases, the deflection produced by the coil will also increase, since this theta is directly proportional to I. If there is a small current, there will be a small deflection by the coil. Thank you.